All I did was let my gaze linger on the rich for just a little too long. I just never thought that they would push me into water, leading to my tragic death. When I next opened my eyes, it seemed that I shot 5 years backwards through time. Not only that, but I also became the brother of my sworn enemy. This was an undeniable call to action. I was destined to bring ruin to my enemies and make them pay the price for their hubris.
Sir, here is some whiskey for you.
Please take a sip of this, McCallum. 30 years aged and absolutely divine, sir.
I'm not dead. Is this paradise? Elysium?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
I've been an absolute nobody for 30 years. To think that there'd be a day I'd be called sir. This totally rocks. Who am I?
Sir, enough with the jokes. You are the scion of the Lockfellers, heir to their legacy, Lewis Lockfeller.
Louis Lockfeller? No way. The successor of the most powerful family in the US? The brother of my enemy?
Mr. Lockfeller.
You are Bethany? She looks exactly like Bethany from 5 years ago. It seems that I didn't just come back from the dead, but I've also gone back 5 years.
Mr. Lockfeller, I was so worried that I couldn't find you. My heart's still racing. Do you want to feel it?
She's always been so quiet and shy in the office, so I always thought she was an innocent angel. I really didn't think she'd be the type to suck up to Lockfeller like this.
Fast, isn't it? Do you want to feel it even more? Hold your palm against my chest and...
If I really did touch you, would you dare?
Dare? What do you mean? I don't understand you.
Don't understand? Then let me make myself clearer. Don't think I don't know that you're just here to get in my pants. I'll give you a chance.
Don't put words into my mouth. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous? You want to know what's even more ridiculous?
Sir, what are you trying to do?
Well, why don't you bend yourself over the edge there and I'll show you.
Lewis. Ma'am. Mr. Lewis Lockfeller and Bethany. What?
You promised Lewis wouldn't touch her. She's mine.
That, Lewis, we must find him.
That was quite something. Would have been better if you weren't so shy, though. Maybe more seductive.
Lewis, how bold can you be?
The original Lewis was too soft. Never dared to use the Lockfeller name the way he was meant to. But being stepped on by Jacob, the guy who killed me, that's something I don't stand by.
Lewis Lockfeller, you're a dead man.
What did you call me?
Lewis Lockfeller, how dare you hit me?
One more time, what do you call me?
Mr. Lewis.
Ah, that's more like it. Remember, as long as I wield the Lockfeller name, I will always be above you. The next time you cross me, it won't end so nicely. Understand? Oh, Jacob, if only you knew what's in store for you. Get out. Next time, you better behave.
Lewis Lockfeller, the moment I gain my inheritance, I will make you beg for death.
Now it's time to deal with the old man's adopted daughter. What's the matter, kitten?
I assigned Bethany to be your secretary and only that. What did you do to her?
The role of a secretary is to fulfill all my wishes. An outsider does not get to tell me what to do.
Let go. I'm your sister.
Oh, kitten. Don't be such a prude. That's a nice body you have there.
If you mess with me, you'll regret it.
I'll take my chances, kitten. I want to see what you can even do to me.
Sir, the chairman is looking for you.
All right. Kitten, this stays between us. Next time, I won't let you off this lightly. Change into something more presentable, would you? You're coming with me.
Sir, the chairman will be here shortly.
Stand up.
You can't tell me what to do.
What are you? An illiterate animal?
Sir, how could you say that to your own brother?
And who are you?
He's Robert, father's butler. He helps to manage our investments, assets, all that jazz. Can't believe you don't know him.
Butler, hum? Listen, Robert, don't even think about crossing me if you know what's good for you.
What's all that racket?
Father.
The reason I called you here is because my lung condition has relapsed. I can't manage the company like this. I'm ready to hand over the investment business to exactly one of you.
Investments are the core of Lockfeller. If I can snag that, it's the same as obtaining control.
Father, I've been helping the company since who knows when. You should leave it to me.
I don't think so.
Father, Lewis has never cared about the company.
She's right. Why don't you just let him rot at home and let me lead? I'll invest in oil like we used to do.
That's sound logic. Why fix things that aren't broken?
Hilarious. How could you invest in oil now?
Shut your mouth.
Louis, What do you mean now?
After UN pushed for lower carbon emissions, policies were implemented to comply. Now returns on oil diminish quickly.
Absolutely right.
I'll invest in artificial intelligence instead. NVIDIA makes world-leading processor chips for AI systems. It's guaranteed sizable returns.
I've decided. Seems like you know how to prove yourself when the time calls for it. Louis, make me proud.
Father.
Quiet, you two.
Father, I'll need someone to ease me into the operations. Robert,
Chairman,
what's that? The butler is unwilling to help?
my pleasure.
Good.
It's settled then.
From today onwards, you will be washing my socks and scrubbing the toilet bowl.
Louis, I am your father's right-hand man for years. Don't think your name alone will afford you any real power over me.
Well, the way I see it, you have two options now. Either earn your keep or pack up and fuck off. Crushing you would be like crushing an ant. Remember, you're just another replaceable cog in the machine. Now just wait for my orders.
Sizable returns? Are you mad? The payback from AI is at least 10 years away.
Not necessarily. Don't drag me to your level.
You,
If you're so confident, why don't we make a bet?
a bet?
Next week, I say NVIDIA's value will double, or I will hand over my position.
Interesting. If it does double, I'll give you my Lockfeller gallery.
Deal. If I remember correctly, NVIDIA's stock will rise by 5 times next week. You better watch out, Jacob. Invest all of our liquid assets in NVIDIA ASAP.
Isn't it somewhat risky?
Are you teaching me how to do my job?
I'm not.
From now on, no questions asked. Don't forget to wear something sexy tonight. With lace, perhaps.
Sir, some wine.
The untouchable world of tycoons. Here I come.
Bethany, once I get the inheritance, I will kill Louis for what he's done to you.
Louis is your brother. How can you say that?
Bethany, you're mine.
Didn't you see it yourself? I'm now Louis.
But you didn't want to do it, did you?
Don't be so naive, Jacob. You were the one who handed me over to Louis. And about Louis, he's more capable, more protective. He's twice the man you'll ever be.
So you want to dangle off the arm of and fuck that pompous bastard?
Watch your words. We're done now.
You bitch.
Get off me.
I'm gonna show you just how much of a man I am right here, right now.
Stop. Are you looking to get yourself killed? You piece of shit. How dare you touch my woman?
Well, if you fancy, you can certainly have my used goods. Hand-me-downs, they say.
Sir, there's nothing between us.
Of course. I'm not some gullible idiot who'd be shaken by his blatant lies.
What the hell?
Didn't I already tell you last time? Kneel when I walk in. Do you need me to beat some manners into your thick skull?
Let me go.
Sir, the chairman is here.
Louis, Jacob, I need both of you, now.
Father, Louis has gone mad.
I was merely teaching him manners.
Enough. Louis, I must say I've had my reservations when you wanted to invest in NVIDIA. But you were right.
What?
NVIDIA's prices have indeed increased, nearly 5-fold.
Impossible.
Most people in this world, they're just clueless sheep, chasing fantasies of quick riches. Pathetic, really. They couldn't spot a golden opportunity if it danced naked in front of them. For visionaries like me, making billions in an instant is child's play. Now that I've won, I remember you promised me something. What was it again? The gallery.
The gallery is worth billions. Jacob only said it in the heat of the moment.
You're not encouraging Jacob to go back on his word, are you?
Jacob is also an heir. You can't take it away.
Heir, what a joke. I made a couple of billions in a day. He lost an entire company because he said some choice words in the heat of the moment. Aren't I better suited as an heir?
The inheritance is a great deal. I need some time to stew over this.
Seems like the old man doesn't want to hand the inheritance to me. Then I'll have to take it from him by force.
Claudia, go help Jacob transfer the rights. The descendants of Lockfeller must pay the price of their bets.
Father, I'm sorry, but I can't take the credit. Someone smarter was pulling the strings. Mr. Shadow.
A clever fellow. Seems like you've got solid backing. But to be my successor, you still lack one thing. Mr. Whitney is finding his daughter a husband. Take a look.
You want me to marry her?
If you do, I will consider you the irrevocable successor.
All right. A marriage is nothing if not transactional.
Well said. You are truly worthy of being my heir, my son. I will contact Mr. Whitney.
Help Jacob get back the gallery, would you?
Don't worry. I won't let it fall into the wrong hands.
I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. That's how you repay me, kitten. You're playing with fire. So, you're the head curator.
Olivia.
As the president, I won't tolerate blatant insubordination. Or are you playing hard to get?
I was just doing my job.
Give us a moment first, would you?
I used to think Lewis was utterly useless, but now I can hardly breathe in his presence.
Don't screw with me, Lewis.
Don't worry, kitten. It's just you and me. You've stepped out of line. Now time for your punishment.
Calm down. Father will kill us.
Don't move, or I can't promise what'll happen. Don't you know to knock before entering?
Claudia, are you fine?
He's just giving me a massage. Close the door, please.
No one can bother us anymore. Come up here yourself.
You're not...
Damn, I almost couldn't stop. If you keep sitting on me, I might just lose control.
You devil.
Lewis?
Is that how you address me?
President.
I thought you would call me darling.
Oh, you have a long way to go to be my darling. We're just colleagues for now.
I heard that you and Jacob had a thing.
I'm just nice to people who pay me.
Smart. From now on, you can only be sweet to me then. There's no hurry. We have some business to talk. What about a little overtime work tonight in my bedroom? It'll be worth your while. A blank check is yours to fill.
I'm not an easy woman.
I've never been turned down before. Olivia, you've certainly caught my attention. I'll be patient. Let's get down to business first.
There are 2 artists approaching us, Scarlett Monroe and Benjamin Harper. We have room to sign only one now. Scarlett dabbles in contemporary, and Benjamin's an up-and-coming watercolor master.
Who do you like?
Benjamin. Dealers now prefer traditional arts.
Well, Scarlett it is. From what I remember, Benjamin will remain a nobody, but Scarlett will explode like crazy on social media.
Some explanation?
Just do what I say. If you're not on board, you can walk away.
I'll stay.
I'm starting to like you, you clever woman.
I'll contact Scarlett, but I'm still doubtful.
Since you're so sure of yourself, let's make a bet. If Benjamin's piece fetches a higher bid on Sotheby's auction, you can decide who to invest in, or you'll be my secretary for a week.
You'll lose.
I can't wait.
You're such a gambler.
Don't you think conquering a wildcat is more thrilling than a tame kitten? Missed me. Olivia,
Scarlett invites you to dinner at Monet Hotel.
tell her I'll see her tonight.
I would like to thank you in person, Mr. Lockfeller.
Shall we toast? I must say, I heard you are beautiful, like a painting. But seeing you here, you're even more stunning.
I'm flattered.
If this was the old me, I wouldn't be able to handle such a hot girl.
Heard Lewis Lockfeller was a major playboy. Up close, though, he's quite charming.
You've got a bit on your chin.
Where?
Right here.
Your fingers are rather cold.
This slut. They've only just met, and she's already got him all smitten.
Are you flirting with me, mister?
It's hard not to. You're like an addiction.
Is that why you invested in me?
It's more than that. I have absolute faith in your artwork.
Oh, don't tease me.
Let's make a bet to spice things up.
A bet?
If your art does not fetch the highest bid at Sotheby's auction, then you keep all the proceeds. Otherwise, I'll keep 80%.
Why don't we get into the details in my room? Come with me.
Who knew that throwing around a few dollars could get such a hottie in my bed? If you impress me tonight, I might just take care of your life. Father,
Drop whatever you're doing. Come back now.
I'll be right there.
Finally decided to show your face, loser.
Definitely not cut out to be my husband.
What kind of plot are you cooking up now?
Nothing. You're the one who fucked up.
Lewis, let me introduce you to Mr. Whitney and your fiancée, Chloe.
Lewis Lockfeller. It's my pleasure. Another wild one.
Why don't you explain first why you invested $5 million into a nobody?
It's purely a business transaction.
Nonsense. Someone sent these to Mr. Whitney. I gave you the damn gallery, and you're using it to prey on women?
I heard he invested in a young artist only to get into her pants.
Oh, how scandalous.
Thankfully, the media hasn't caught wind of this yet.
As a Whitney, how could I possibly marry this shameless scoundrel? I'm breaking off this engagement.
It's normal for boys to be lustful, but splurging so much, all for a girl's touch. Too reckless.
Once the engagement's off, Lewis will lose a big help.
Lewis Lockfeller, you better beg Mr. Whitney for forgiveness.
Not happening. I'm just playing my role. That investment is only about making money.
By investing in a guaranteed flop, if you can make money, it's already hitting the jackpot. Lewis, let's bet again.
What tricks are you trying to pull?
If you make even a penny on your little artist, I will give you my investment firm, or hand me back my gallery.
This is going to be easy.
You've fallen into my trap. A huge hole in my firm's balance sheet is waiting for you. Let's see how you wriggle your way out of this.
That's a dumb move, Lewis.
Olivia, tell them about the auction.
Scarlet sold for $80 million, the highest bid. You're a master collector.
When will you ever learn, Jacob? No matter how hard you try, you'll never win against me. Now, hand it over.
That firm is all Jacob has left. Spare him, please.
Playing the coward card again?
Fine, I'll hand it over.
Good boy. As your older brother, seeing you mature and take responsibility for your actions is very heartwarming.
The way he handled Jacob, perhaps I've underestimated him. Don't get cocky.
She's right. Wait until I poach Mr. Shadow from you. You'll prostrate yourself before me.
Oh, I'm trembling in my boots.
Ah, Louis. Just the man I'm looking for. Could this old man tempt you with some champagne?
Of course. Lead the way, Mr. Whitney.
You've been performing feats on Mr. Shadow's orders, right? But I suspect you may be Mr. Shadow himself.
This old man figured me out instantly. I am indeed Mr. Shadow.
I used to think you were just another spoiled rich kid. I was totally wrong.
Oh, you flatter me.
My daughter is too naive to see how good of a match you are for her. I can't let her break off this engagement. Why don't we make a deal? Marry Chloe and I'll do everything in my power to make you the sole heir to Lockfeller.
How admirable. I accept this deal.
Toast to the new heir of the Lockfeller and Whitney legacies. By the way, the reporter who sent over the videos called himself Chase.
Find out where this guy Chase is hiding.
Roger that.
100,000. Now, out with it. Who hired you for the videos?
His name was Robert. That's all I know.
That little shit. What a snake. You better keep quiet, or I'll personally sort you out, and it won't be pretty. Remember our bet?
The door's open. Someone could hear us.
Mr. Lockfeller, bad news. We are screwed.
We'll have to continue this some other time.
All employees resigned, and the company has an $80 million debt.
No wonder he'd give up his company without much of a fight.
I go find him.
No. Jacob's made the first move. Means he's ready for us. I'm going to win this little war 10 times over. You are now the manager of this firm.
But I can't.
Of course you can. As long as I'm around, you have nothing to worry about.
We got Lewis.
He's stepping onto our turf. Checkmate.
When you win, he must return what you rightfully deserve.
Confronting Jacob in stock market is too dangerous.
Jacob thinks he's got me trapped. I've beaten him at his own game once. I can do it again. When will you learn, Jacob? Knowledge alone means nothing if you don't have foresight. Top-notch hunters usually blend in as their targets. Let's watch Jacob's next move.
Let's set the stage for Lewis.
A large purchase to attract his attention. Once he's all in, we pull the rug. He'll be drowning in his losses.
Jacob's digging his own grave.
How so?
He's investing aggressively in Harvey Medical. He wants to sell them off once we invest to trap us. A clumsy ruse.
Then, let's ignore it.
Nope, we'll do what he wants and hedge with some protective putts, but discreetly. Let's play along for now, and turn the tables on him later.
Lewis fell for it.
Perfect. Let's push the stock up, keep him hooked.
They're probably celebrating too soon. It's time. We've shorted Harvey Medical. Jacob's trapped now.
On it. Liquidating our positions.
Jacob's bleeding money. Time for our move.
Damn that Lewis.
Don't panic. Look, Whitney is piling into Icon Inc.
Let's follow his lead and recoup our losses.
Smart move. Whitney knows the game.
Now short sell Icon in. Final blow, Jacob.
This fool's playing against the market. He doesn't know Icon's merger will send stock soaring.
Look who's winning now, smartass.
It's go big or go home. I'm increasing our leverage tenfold.
He's hooked. Shall we pull?
Do it.
Icon's merger's delayed. Stocks are crashing.
Perfect. Cash out now. It won't be off for too long.
The stocks are plummeting. We're losing everything.
That piece of shit played us.
Tough day, brother.
You did this. You sabotaged Icon's stocks.
In this game, it's win or lose. And it looks like we have a clear loser.
Will you move, Louis? Now when do I close out my position?
Give it a moment. Icon won't back out of the merger from what I remember.
Well done, Mr. Shadow.
It was all you, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, no pretense here, Louis. You knew what was going to happen all along.
So you want me to dig something dirty up on Lewis? I'm not risking my neck out for 3 millions. Make it 5.
You'll get the other 3 after the job's done.
Oh, Miss Lockfeller, I always knew you were smart.
Hello there, kitten. How scandalous being alone in this room with another man when I'm always available for you. Now I'm sure you know what I'm here to discuss.
Keep your dirty paws off me, Lewis.
Oh, I don't intend on doing anything of the sort. My style is more psychological, you understand. Now, I know your deepest, darkest secret, Claudia. Our father's raised you like a prostitute, pimping you out to rich guys, hasn't he?
If Lockfellers could kick you out at any moment, you would do anything to stay, wouldn't you?
I'll never do that to you if you're on my side. Think about it, all right? The USB's mine now. Hand it over.
But there's evidence of Jacob's guilt on there.
Don't worry, you'll be generously compensated. That is, if you pick the right side as well.
Successfully broke off my engagement. Lewis Lockfeller is nothing but a frivolous playboy. Forget Lewis. Mr. Shadow's my future husband. He's way better than that Lockfeller.
I need help, Father. Lewis is getting out of hand.
You've declared war on him 3 times, and you've all lost.
My plans were short-sighted.
You can't even handle Lewis. How do you go head-to-head with those power-hungry bigwigs in real world? You won't be able to defend the inheritance until you learn to fight tooth and nail for it. Be a predator, Jacob.
Fine. Be that way.
Bethany's late. Who the fuck sent this? Mr. Whitney, your daughter and 2 others have been kidnapped. But don't worry, I'm on it.
What do you need to catch this scoundrel? Tell me now.
I don't have time for this right now, kitten.
A missing fiancé? I've got a present for you.
Hold on a sec, Mr. Whitney.
Security footage with your culprit's face. That stupid boy forgot to turn off the GPS.
Well done. You've made the right choice.
Drop your weapon and put your hands where we can see them.
How did you?
Resorting to kidnapping now like a lowly criminal?
I didn't.
Not just that, but blatant blackmail, fraud, assassination. I have the evidence for that too.
You're lying.
Oh, save your blathering for the station.
You're coming with us, Jacob Lockfeller.
Don't give us any trouble, you hear me, or we're gonna have to shoot you.
They're coming over to seize the rest of your assets, whatever pitiful amount you have left. The game's over, Jacob. You fucked up bad this time.
No, I can't. I can't go to jail. Not me. I'm a Lockfeller. I won't be going to jail. You hear? Never.
Jesus, a bastard till the end? Revenge truly is best served cold. Case closed, I guess. Jacob's case spread like wildfire. Reporters clamored for whatever morsel they could get. The death of a respected family scion made for a great story for the newspapers and tabloids. Father retired suddenly, so automatically secured the inheritance. Everyone wondered who the hero was. Who led the police to Jacob and saved the women? Many say that it's Mr. Shadow, who a few keen noses sniffed out and realized could be me, the remaining son of and now head of the Lockfeller family.
Mr. Lockfeller, you revealed your identity?
You're Mr. Shadow all along?
Of course. Did you really think that I would go to anyone for help?
So that investment wasn't just for show. He is rather capable after all.
Now that everyone else knows, it's not special anymore.
If I knew Lewis was Mr. Shadow, I wouldn't have rejected that marriage proposal.
He's so capable, isn't he? I might just fall for him, you know?
Didn't think you'd be here.
Lewis saved my life in more ways than one. I'm rather indebted to him. I want to support him in whatever new endeavors he chooses to embark on.
I share those sentiments.
Exacting revenge is never easy, but the fruits of my labor have never been sweeter. Now, which apple shall I pick from the tree? Like, share, and subscribe for updates.